Good morning, everybody, and happy Wednesday? Oh, yeah, it's Wednesday. It's FOMC Wednesday today. All day long, actually. And we are going to have some fun today because not only are we going to do some giveaways today, but I will also be on Top Step TV for the whole FOMC thing. So if you're interested in tuning into that, make sure you catch Top Step TV later. But let's kick off this party right. If you're here with me in the Discord or in the YouTube chat, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this early this morning. We have Scott Bro, Ferrari, Phil, Cyrus, Darren, Spastric, Vibe, Trade, Flyer Jim, Morning Tink, Sharice, Redbird, Gold Chess Club, Big G, Double G, Julius, Shady Lady, A-Trade, Sadek, Tink, Coco, Fayano, Bird, what's up, Billy, Currandula, Chem Doggo, G Fun Tasty, John, Silent, and W. Good morning, good morning. Hey, Candlestick, Cricket, FOMO 13, Alex P, Gene, Dennis, Maria, Demond, Mark, Tomas, morning Angus, Gary WD, Danny L. Good morning, DB, Cyrex. Good morning, good morning. How you doing? Good morning to everybody out there. O'Keefe's on the run. Anchor, Taka, FVG. Good morning, good morning. So, we had a nice, just a very docile Globex session. Nothing really happened. I don't know if you saw it. Probably one of the most boring Globex sessions I've ever seen. Literally nothing happened. Barely any movement. If you traded Globex, you saw this. The NQ only moved 500 points. I mean, I would expect we'd actually have some movement overnight. But yeah, nothing really happened. And in the S&P, same thing. Barely any movement. Only 100 points. So just a boring Globex session. Did anybody catch the Globex session, by the way? That very boring 500-point rally from the lows. Very, very slow and docile, very quiet session. Well, if you were short, hoping that, obviously if we're trading on Top Step, you can't really hold trades overnight. But if you were short, one of those traders that could hold the short overnight, you woke up this morning with not some good news here. You probably got liquidated. So that you're watching an old stream. Yeah, nice. Made $1,300. Nice work, Tomas. There you go. Held this one overnight. Let's see here. Let me pull this up. Oh, yeah. There you go. Let me see what your entry was here. 101. Wow. Beautiful entry there. Who is that? Spastric? Nice. That's awesome. Nicely done. What's your exit there? 317 for that. 236 is your stop. Very nice. I love it. Very, very nice. You've been trading like a drunken monkey, Tony. Slow it down, buddy. I would like to get in here and get long since we aren't really selling off, but it's also a really interesting situation. We're looking at Bookmap here. They are kind of stuffing it up here. You can see the volume is getting a little bit heavier. So, if we did break out and hold above these 250s, we could potentially be auctioning all the way up to 316 there. So we just continue to squeeze, but we're at inflection points across the board here. Let's go over to the S&Ps so we can see this even more clearly. But here's your S&Ps, and let's go back a little bit. Look at this. Anybody notice anything here? Looks a little bit toppy, doesn't it? Look at that. We are very, very toppy up here in the S&Ps. So this is kind of like no man's land. If we auction above this, if you're just the stupid trader, stupid being good, not really thinking all that much, you just sell this, right? Because this is the topping area. This is how many touches here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A lot of touches up here. Right? Whole bunch of touches. So this is a very tricky area up here, which is why on Bookmap and the NQ, we're seeing it kind of getting stuffed in these areas here. So it's one of those things where I wish the stream started, like an hour ago. Let's see if we go back to like an hour ago, it would be like right around here. You can see it kind of, my mouse is over here. Yeah, that would have been 215 all the way up to 260. Nice little 45-point banker. Close your eyes and buy it Dakota style. Hey, that's my line. But it touches a lot. Do you lean more towards a breakout or a pullback? It depends, right? It depends on what's going on in the world. What's the asset class that we're looking at? What's the instrument that we're trading? For instance, let's say that oil has been pushing up on an area and touching it, and you get some breaking news about OPEC plus. Well, we can break out of that area, and anybody who is selling into that or shorting into that is going to get blown out, and you can use that as fuel to the upside. Conversely, if there's bad news there, those shorts or sellers are going to pile in and push the price down. So, I mean, again, there's no one size fits all. If we're bumping into an area and testing it multiple times, it's just an area of interest. It's where price is balanced, and it's waiting for directionality to come into the market. So it's waiting for either some news to hit, some larger traders to get in there and start positioning around, you know. Each touch it gets weaker? Not necessarily, no. Again, it's where price is finding balance. If it touches it and touches it, you know, it may be building up strength to break through. Is there anything on Bookmap above this level? Of course, yeah. I mean, there's, if you want to get really, I mean, we can look all the way up at 20,000. Let's see here. There's liquidity all the way up at, I want to get really crazy, 22,400. Of course there is. Right, there's liquidity all the time. There's going to be liquidity. News in 8 minutes, that is correct. I was kind of waiting for everybody to get in here before we talk about what's on the docket today. Remember, FOMC is not the only thing today that's going to be happening. We do have more than that, pointed out here by Krug. We do have the ADP non-farm employment change coming out at 8:15, so 15 minutes earlier than usual news. Usual news comes at the bottom of the hour. This is quarter to the bottom of the hour, whatever we want to call it. 8:15 is what I call it. 8:15 ADP non-farm employment change. And then at 8:30, 15 minutes after that, we are going to get the Q2 employment cost index. So that should be interesting to see that. And then at 10, we get the June home sales, the pending home sales for June. There's some other data before that, but it's really not that important, in my opinion. And then at 2 p.m. today, we get the FOMC rate decision. And then at 2:30, we have the press conference. And that's where Jerome Powell is going to disclose probably nothing, but traders are hoping and waiting to see if he's going to say anything about what's going to happen in September. I'm sure he's just going to say, we're data dependent. We'll see. Or he could come out and shock the world, which would be, you know, a nice little change of pace, because every single meeting for the last, 5-6 meetings has been the same script. We're dependent on data. We want to get inflation back under 2%. It's not going to go there. Maybe in the year, I don't know, 2093. That's when it's going to happen. But yeah, he's probably going to come out and say that and just talk about how we're data dependent. Inflation needs to get back under 2%. Got to be patient. Got to be waiting for data. Blah, 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 blah. You know, we like to see our star of the show, Nikki Timrose, asking those pointed questions. That's what I'm going to be waiting for. So we'll see. Might restart the balance runoff. Maybe that's kind of like their fake QT. Yeah, 2% LOL. Kaio says, I'm expecting the market to push up and test the 319s again, but I do feel like Microsoft earnings has a lot of fuel to the downside for us to test 148. Very well could be, but I think that, I mean, let's see what happens with the ADP non-farm employment change. Remember, we do get on Friday the non-farm payrolls, NFP. So even if today is not going to toot your whistle, then, you got Friday, you got Thursday. Thursday's going to be jobless claims, as it always is. And Friday, we get the non-farms. NFP, baby. I would highly recommend, if this is your first FOMC, just don't even trade it. I'm going to reiterate these points when I'm on Top Step TV, but I would say if this is your first FOMC, you've never traded FOMC before, today is a great day to watch. And You can revel in the idea that you didn't get booty blasted today because you didn't trade it. Now, you can trade it if it's your first time, and you could get lucky, but I would highly advise that you don't do that. I'm not a financial advisor, but if you're asking my advice as a friend, hey, because we're friends here, I would say don't do it. Don't do it. Because it gets crazy. And I'll tell you why. What was it, like 2-3 meetings ago, I was up about $10,000, $9,000 in a position. Or $18,000. I was up a lot. I was up a lot in a position. And there was like a, I don't know, $18,000 flip or $20,000 flip in like 20 seconds. And I hit max loss. In real money. It was not fun. But it was a really good trade. It was just my timing was ever so slightly off. The market was coming back down from a huge push to the upside. And I was correct on the move. And in fact, after I got stopped out, the market continued to fall about, let's just say 250 points from where I shorted it. But the problem was that it's FOMC. We have insane big pops and crazy just volatility during that time. And so even if you're right on a move, if you can't handle these 30, 40, 50 handle whips, you're going to get your face ripped off. And I want to share that because, I was correct on the idea of the trade. I just couldn't withstand the movement on the way down. And it was the last little pop before it did the final drop. And even though you're right on the move, you can have the market shake around and take you out. And you need to ask yourself that question. This is what I always do before any trading day, specifically before big event days like the FOMC. Evaluate it within yourself like this. And this is a really good exercise to do, whether it's a big trading day or not. But start with the worst of the worst first. And just say, okay, well, I'm going to trade my XFA today. I'm personally not going to. But let's just put myself in your shoes. You're my friend. I'm trying to help you out here. I'm going to trade my XFA today. Okay. Take it from this angle. If you were to hit max loss on your XFA, or if you're copying like 3 XFAs, 4 or 5, whatever, if you were to hit max loss across the board, how would you feel? Would you say, I'm fine, I went into this accepting that as a realistic risk? Or would you say, well, I'm upset because I was really trying to win today and I wanted to win and I've been on such a hot streak. I'm kind of upset about it. And if the answer is, when you're asking yourself this question, if your answer is, I'm okay with blowing my account, I'm okay with hitting max loss, I've been doing so well, I got some cushion in my account, I'm okay with losing some capital, great, trade it. Fantastic. But expect the worst, especially on a day like today. Absolutely expect the worst. Because like I told you, just about 5 minutes ago when I was in that trade, I was absolutely 100% on the ticket. It was just one more pop I couldn't withstand before I got dropped out of that position, hitting max loss. And then we got that big sweep. Had I been able to hold that trade all the way through and not get knocked out, my profit on that trade would have been about 80 grand. And so again, you're dealing with emotions. I've gone through, terrible losses in my career, so I can withstand that. But that's another thing where I've seen people go through something like that. By the way, 20 seconds. We'll go back to the story time in a second here, but 20 seconds till this data. Let's see if it moves the market around at all. Let's see. Here it is. Plus 122,000 versus 150,000, so a little bit cooler than the estimate. Prior revised to, come on. Just listening to this here. Yeah, I don't know if that's really going to move the market. I'm just looking for the revisions on the prior read. I believe the prior read was, from 150K to 155,000. So not a big shift in the revision. So that's fine. I'm just watching to see if the market's actually going to blow out of this level on here. We're at a bunch of breakout areas right now in the S&P and the Mag 7. This could start to drive here. I'm going to try a little bit of a long. Even though this could be a quick little blowout reversal, I do want to try a little bit of a long here. We are at these topping levels of the S&P. So I really want to see if we can actually auction through like 270 here and start to squeeze. It does look kind of squeezy here. See if we can pop up and over. Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit squeezy. There we go. Oh, come on. Don't do that to me. You dirty dog. Look at that. You dirty dog. See if we get this little papacito here. Really going to make me chase my order down, aren't you? You dirty dog. Crazy because we had that like right there. Looks like it's still going to go though. Yeah, we got filled. All right, let's see if we can. I'm going to move my stop to break even in case we get a little flash down here. Yeah, stopped out. Okay, great. Cool. A nice little pop on that news. You dirty dog. I love it. Wait, where's my... Hold on. There's like my P&L and stuff. What's going on here? There we go. See if we can hit that again, but so far we're starting off the party right. 33.75. All right. I want to get back to story time here, but I'm trying to see if we are going to continue to squeeze because we're back over the 70s. I don't like how much that hesitated into that order, and we are seemingly looking to break out here. But, I mean, we got, yeah, they're starting to drive this thing now. I can't believe that we got stopped out on that pull. Look at that. And just right there. Yeah, they're really starting to drive this thing. It's getting a little thick, too, which is interesting. I do want to see like a deeper pullback and then some strong bids showing up, but it's kind of not happening here. We are at this cresting area of where it's really going to start to boot, scoot, and rally. Okay, let's see here. Now they're defending 80s, just watching. They're really not pulling this thing back. Nobody's able to sell this down here. There's a lot of liquidity resting between 90 and 300. 290 and 300 here. Equities that are moving, Microsoft, Nvidia, Meta, a little bit of Apple. Gosh, we really missed the boat on this one, didn't we? Oh. Ah, well. And could have done without the that stop out candle there. Look at this. If we go to like the 1 minute. Oh, you little dirty dog right there. 2 ticks from being holding into that position there. Anybody catch that to the long side there? We are now auctioning into those 90s. Watching here if we, I mean, I'd just love to see it. A nice little pullback. These are very thick bids here. Got 5 points. Very nice. Took a little W. Very good. All right, there's a small, slight pullback there. All right, I'm going to try this back over the 90s here. See if we can get up and over. Seeing if we can get above this liquidity here in the 90s or not. We do have a little option here to pull back to like 80 flat. And I could get heavier on ads there, but seeing if we have any more juice left in the squeeze back to this area above 302 right now. See if we can get up there. Seeing some cappers above, but if we take out 90s, it's kind of negated. And Microsoft is kind of at this inflection point as well. So let's see if we can hammer this. Pull this down a little bit there. Watching right here, these 90s. Seeing if they're holding this 85 here. If they defend 85, we should retake 90. There are some offer stacks that are coming in. It's just about how fast we're sweeping on that liquidity up above us here. So let's see how fast we can sweep up into this liquidity here. See how fast they're holding this too. Because we're still holding up these bids at like 85-ish. So watching for this breakout above 90 here. Yeah, they're still absorbing this right here at 85. So let's see if we get this entertained above these 90s real quick. Adding right here. Here's the 90 potential blowout of 90s here. We do have 8 minutes until the next news. I'm just seeing if they're going to hold this 90 area first. We do have some players that are trying to get out, but they're getting instantly filled on the offer. So that's why I want to be a little bit more aggressive with this. So watching again, right at these 90s. Still watching here. First area of consolidation, I'm just looking for that little clean pop right through 90 here. Still kind of holding this 85 area. Liquidity has died down, but if we get that bust on through 90, it should start to squeeze for a little bit of a micro squeeze through this 90 area. We're right at 55.35 as well, which is a big area here in the S&Ps. So let's see if these 85s want to hold for us. Microsoft slight pullback as well. Still single lot exchanges here. Somebody's buying right under 85, which is interesting. Still kind of, see, there are buyers as we are coming down. There are still buyers there. And we are taking any kind of overhead liquidity here. So let's see if we get this pop right above the 90s. Watching. Here's that 90 push. We just have to get over this iceberg that's sitting at 90 right now. It's a very small one, actually. Probably about 50 contracts through there. We have to get there in time, though. We have about 5 minutes until the next piece of news. So let's see if we get that little push through. And on a pop to say like 94, we could start reducing. So watching here. Let's see if we get that 90 pull once right here. Yeah, they're taking the lower liquidity too, which is interesting. Like we just exchanged 25 lots on the bid there. So there are players that are firming this up, but there's nobody that's sweeping offers yet. So there's an offer right there. Let's see if we sweep that. Yep, we took that offer. Another offer up there. So somebody's trying to come out. I don't think they're shorting this. They're just trying to come out of a long here. So watching here, yeah, filled there. Nice, and we should see this little pop right through right here. They're still just kind of dancing it around. And nobody's shorting this. They're just getting filled on a long, which is interesting. So there's your stronger bids showing up. Let's see this pop through 91 now. Definitely a very Globex trade. Very much a Globex trade here. All right, looking for this pop through 91. There's a little bit of resting liquidity there. Nobody wants to be the first one to tag it, which is interesting because I think that if somebody started to tag that, we'd start a cascading momentum here to the top side to about 96 or so. So let's see if somebody wants to take this 91 out first. Right there. Can we get that follow through 91? Okay, there's that 91 pull. Tried to pull out a little bit there since the pop was so weak. Let's see if we can get that fill still. And if we do duck back down, I want to refresh that. There you go. There's that fill. So pulling out a little bit more there. See if we're holding 20s now. That's important. We have room to 96. If we can, there we go. Now we're starting to blow it out. Watching this for 96 to trade. Okay, pulling that out right there. There we go. There's your 96. Beautiful. Beautiful. There it is. That's what we're looking for. And I'll take that off right there. So that's going to put us up 13,790. There we go. Sweet. That was fun. Good stuff. When things get slower, can you go over using the dome, what it tells you other than just being a place to place orders and how to use it to your advantage? I was talking through Bookmap there as much as I could. Talking through exactly what I'm seeing on those orders there. I tried to talk through it as much as I could. And there, you know, you do this for long enough, you could read the tape and you could tell like that was people trying to get out on the offer. There weren't people shorting that. Like there, I'd said that multiple times that there was somebody, if they switch the tape and they start to go short, I'm probably going to pull out of that position on the bid there. So yeah, on something like that, it's just reading the tape and understanding the order flow and what that looks like. Whereas somebody's, like I said, if we started to get that push over 91, then we're going to pop to 96, and by golly, we did it. And that just comes with time and experience in the market from reading the order flow over and over. And I think we exited at basically the top tick there. So there we have it. What time frame am I on? Well, I'm basically reading a tick chart because I'm reading Bookmap, but reading the time and sales. And, you know, it was definitely annoying that it took that long to resolve. But if I see sellers start to come across the tape, they're real actual sellers, I'm out of that position. But we only saw strong bids there showing up, and we only saw people exiting longs. We didn't see anybody shorting that. So how did you see the iceberg on Bookmap? I have Bookmap too, but did not see what you're watching is calling it out. You can get the MBO add-on if you want to see it, but it's also when it hits an area and they're only showing like 5 contracts and they hit it for 7 and it doesn't move. That's an iceberg. What causes 500-point move overnight? Offsides. And likely, oh, there you go. There's your... Wow, what a move. That was 81 to 312. Holy smokes. That's crazy. So Q2 employment cost index at 0.9%. Treasury quarterly refunding announcement to sell $58 billion in notes. 58 billion in 3-year notes, 42 billion in 10-year notes, and 25 billion in 30-year bonds. You traded with NinjaTrader 8 and used Bookmap. What data do you have? Rhythmic. Although I've heard Bookmap's data is pretty clean as well, but I use Rhythmic. I've used Rhythmic for years, and I enjoy Rhythmic. It's what I used Because I traded futures and then I switched over to small cap equities during COVID for a very long time. And I still traded futures during the time. I had a really strong futures trade, like a huge monster 7-figure futures trade during that time. But I focused mainly on small caps. But I was using Rhythmic before. And then when I started trading futures again, Rhythmic again. Hey, good morning, Trader Joe. How you doing, buddy? Do you do longer term swing trades in your personal account? You can. Nothing wrong with that, but you have to be worried about days like, look at Globex today. If you were short into that move, you got liquidated if you didn't have stops in place. What's keeping you from switching to TopStep-X? I've been trading on NinjaTrader for a long time. It's comfortable for me. That's my jam. That's where I like to be. So this is the S&Ps right here. This is the area that we're talking about, this topping area. That's also giving me the confidence once we start to blow out above that area, and then just watching the tape to see whether or not we have sellers or if it's people that are profit taking from the lows. And on lower liquidity, it's kind of, it's a tad easier to spot, but there you have it. There you have it. Anybody still long in this trade here? Got one heck of a stop. I guess if you're taking it from much lower, you could withstand that kind of heat there. Anybody in a long trade here? Tink still has a runner going. Very nice. What data source do you use for financial news? The one that I recommend for everybody out there is this one. This is Trading Economics. It is free. Doesn't cost you a thing. And it gives you a real nice look on things. Gives you a nice little analysis too, which is great. If that's your thing, that's what you want to do. It's nice for that. Long from 266, break even from 233. Nice. Let's go over the NQ chart and see what's cooking over in NQ land. Look at this. We're in the same zones that we were talking about yesterday's stream. Look at that. We're talking about this whole zone right here. Look at where we found ourselves. We're back in that zone again. It's crazy. Yesterday was pretty much pointless. Yesterday was just there to completely jack up retail. That was the whole purpose of yesterday's kerfuffleation. We're back at the highs here, 315, 316. Rips, hire me as a NinjaTrader strategy builder. I can write code in C# and build some rad stuff. Let's get it. Drop me a DM and I'll keep you in mind. We already have somebody who builds, built all the hotkeys and everything, but hey, always room for more talented coders out there. Respect the hustle. You're good at writing C#. It's not an easy language. So yeah, shoot me a DM. I'll see what we can do. You have weekly or monthly goals or only trading when you're seeing as an opportunity? It's more so if the market's going to give you good opportunities. I always talk about, I have some friends that are very large traders. Sometimes they only trade 3-4 times a quarter. Right? And they'll wait. And their losses are monsters, right? Like when they take a loss, it's like an $800,000 loss. Like it's a monster loss. And they'll trade like 3 times in a quarter, but like their big winners are like $2.5 million, $3 million, but they're putting on monster size. But they're waiting, and they don't care because it's like, what if you're clearing like 5-10 million a year? Why are you going to sit there and nickel and dime to make like 20-50K in a day when it's like you can just wait for your? My buddy coined it elephant hunting. He's an elephant hunter. That'll always stick with me. He was one of my mentors. He called it elephant hunting. We're hunting elephants. And he trades very rarely, but when he trades, he trades. And it's like 9 pieces of confluence, certain market cycle. These things are all lining up, and the market is mispricing this. Like for yesterday, let's just say that you're an elephant hunter. Hey, good morning, Vadim. Let's say that you're an elephant hunter, like my buddy out there, and you're trading very, very rarely. You're waiting for all of those pieces of confluence to all line up. Perfect. And let's say like last night during Globex, you're like, oh, the market is completely mispriced and I think it's going to go long. Imagine if you take, let's just look at elephant hunting. You take, let's say 300 lots from the lows here. 300 lots. Let's just say that you got in right here. 18,800. We're now trading, 516 points higher. 516 points times 300 contracts times 20. You're up $3 million. Hey. One day. All right. I'm good, honey. Let's go to the Maldives. When you look at it in that perspective, it kind of feels foolish to chop around for picking up pennies. Tripping over dollars to pick up pennies, right? But that's you want to know what like real big dog pros are doing? That's what real big dog pros are doing. They're running over. They don't give a like. You think they're like out there at the Beverly Hills Hotel at the restaurant sipping an iced tea. Somebody jumps out of the bushes like, hey, what's your P&L? Little gremlin. And they just go, laughs and rich. Completely different ball game out there. But that's you want to know what the big dogs out there are doing? That's what the kind of trades they're doing. They don't care. They don't really care. At least the people that I know, the ones that like they used to work at the big banks, they're independent traders now. They're very relaxed. They're very relaxed, very chill, very calm-tempered. Oh, Sammy, be nice. You mean they're not there looking at my orders trying to stop me out? No, I don't think they care. They put on the position, they got to stop at like 500K, and they're like, all right, let's see. Think about it, because let's use the same example. That person's up 3,096,000. Imagine now, they can take 6 500K losses back to back to back to back to back to back, and now they're break even. Okay. And by the way, they're getting the 60-40 tax split as well. You think they care about anything of like, do you think they're on Twitter and they're like, Jerome Powell's a scam. This market's a scam. What's your P&L? I guarantee you they're not. They're not even on Twitter. None of them. They're not on Twitter. They're just enjoying. Well, you see, Jerome Powell doesn't understand what the real economy is. I was at the grocery store. Nah, they're just trading and they're just enjoying themselves. They're in their own little world. But yeah, those are what the pros are doing. Independent pros, and people who, the independent pros that I know, one of them actually still works for a bank. One of them used to be a big manager at one of the banks. They managed a certain fund, I can say. And they are very happy. They're just chilling. I hope they lock out after 3 mil. Yeah, hit that lock button. Yeah, they're hitting the lock button right about now. Hey, MP, lock me out, dog. Do they sell courses? Nah, probably not. If NQ is the mini, it's just called the mini. It's the electronic mini is what it's called. That's what they call it. It's the E-mini, electronic mini. Can't trade the bigs as far as I know. NDX is the real deal. You can trade options on NDX. IRIPS, any idea how many traders TopStep has? I don't know. Hundreds of thousands? I have no idea. I don't work for TopStep. I'm just, I'm customer support. I don't work for TopStep, so I don't know. I don't have those figures. What do you think is the most scaling size that TopStep would offer in the future? As much as you want. I mean, if you have a live account, you could do anything you want. Like Dakota at his maximum, I think had 30 to 50 lot max. You can do whatever you want as long as it's within the margin requirements, because your standard intraday margin requirements, because remember, Top Step is not going to do overnight margins. They're only going to do intraday. But, and that was my very first question. When I got moved to live, my very first question to the risk team was, can I do overnight trades if I meet the margin requirement? And they said, no, you can't. It's the same rules as the XFA, buddy. And I said, oh, come on. There's one contract overnight? Come on. Nah. The margin requirements on the NQ shift around too for the overnight margin requirements, depending on how much volatility there is in the market, if there's an event or something. Like if you're on AMP or TradingView or NinjaTrader or Tradeovate, not TradingView, sorry, Tradeovate, or any of those brokerages out there, you'll see that those margin requirements will shift depending on what's going on in the market. So like if there's like a really tremendous big up or big down day, they will require you to have more money in your account to take certain positions. So yeah, we are pushing up here again. 322. We are potentially taking out and making new highs here. But yes, I think Dakota could take 30 to 50 contracts on his live account. I'm pretty sure that's what he could do. But everybody's different. You can limit it how it fits for you, but you have to meet the margin requirements, which is $1,000 per contract. So if you have $50,000 in your account, they're not going to let you trade 50 NQs. I mean, I would be shocked if they did. Maybe if you're like a rock star, because you're in like a pool of accounts, right? You're in a house account pool of accounts kind of thing. Like the balance of these accounts is kind of combined as far as I would know. And so maybe they'd allow it, but I would think not. If you had 50,000 in your account, you could probably ask for a 30 contract position. They'd probably be pretty hesitant to give you that if you're new to the game. But if you're like a Dakota trader, if you're really good, then they'd give that to you. Look at this squeeze, by the way, new highs on the NQ here. Microsoft is doing a little bit of a breakout of that area there. So very nice to see that. Very, very nice to see that. We are currently breaking out. You know, it's funny. I see these kinds of these breakouts in the market just ripping like this. The one place that my mind always goes, and it is FOMC day, is like, oh man, kind of want to be trading the live account right now. But I promised to myself I'm not going to trade my live account today, which is going to be even more difficult being on Top Step TV because I've been doing so well trading my live account on Top Step TV. But it's FOMC week. I committed to not trading my live account. I don't know what I'm going to do. There's a lot of pieces in me that want to trade my live account right now. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. You can change your mind, Ribs. Yeah, you know. Give me a break. 3% pre-market. That means by today we'll be flat at open. Maybe. We don't have any news coming up until, I think it's 9 is the next piece of news here. Oh yeah, run a pool here. I see what you guys did to me last time. You guys and gals in Clubhouse. I see what you did to me last time. Not running another poll. No chance. No shot. Trade micros? No, I can't. I can't get my mind in a place to trade micros. Cryogenic says, I got the calling up to live email 2 days ago. Nice. Like the actual certificate or like the, hey, maybe we're going to take you to live thing? Did you actually get called up to live? Like certificate and everything? What's the difference between trading live or XFAs? You're still getting paid, LOL. You get access to a risk manager with a live account. That's the difference. You can change your risk parameters. You can call Mick or Brett anytime. Anytime you want. Hey, Ribs, if I got 30 days, 200 in XFA and got moved to live, does that follow into the live or reset to 0 days? No, it follows. As far as I know, it follows. I think. I'm not sure. Good question. I'm well over 30 days in my live account. I could zero out my live account if I wanted to. I'm not gonna. Rips, is it safe to say that if we bust 19,400, we can see 19,900 as the next target up? I mean, maybe. That's a pretty, I've seen crazy things on FOMC, right? We've seen crazy, crazy things. Seeing the market do wild stuff. Hey, Nick for a tick. I missed you. Ramezla says, just stick to the word you told yourself. Discipline has to be practiced every day. Yeah, and on top of it, I mean, I'll be real with you folks. I don't really care. I don't really, like if I made 10 grand on FOMC today, I wouldn't really care. I don't really care because I'm probably not going to withdraw that money. I'm just trying to get on the leaderboard. So even if I made 10K today, it would be very, very risky. I'd be breaking my own discipline and I really wouldn't care. If I lost 3 grand, if I hit max loss, I'd probably be a little bit perturbed by that. If I made like 20K today, maybe now we're going into Care Town. 30K, I'd be pretty excited about that. Not excited, but I guess like content. 50K, then I'm like on some type of leaderboard there. Now I'm feeling good, you know? But like if I made 10K today, which would be a lot on my live account, I don't think I'd care all that much. And so it's like the risk reward there. Emotional risk reward. Come get a taste of the leaderboard. Nick, I'm trying. It's not like I'm not trying. Believe me, I've been trying. I'm excited to see them do a live only leaderboard versus the commingling of the XFA and the live. How much can we make on an Express account daily? $50,000. So hard to stay up there. Yeah, I mean, you're a killer trader. If you don't know, by the way, Nick for a tick, in the building, right here and now, we have giants walking amongst us, folks. If you don't follow Nick for a tick on Twitter, I don't know what you're doing with your life. It's time to reevaluate your choices that you've made that have got you here where your Twitter followers do not, your Twitter follows don't include Nick for a tick. You should definitely take a look in the mirror and check yourself. It is just Nick for a tick. It's exactly how that blue beautiful name is spelled here in the chat, and he's linked it. So I don't know what you're doing if you're not following Nick for a tick. Look at this. We are still up jumping the boogie over here. Wow. We are really going to squeeze town. They want to make sure that anybody who is short this market is really feeling the pain, which leads me to believe we'll probably end up back at the lows at some point today. Do I want to trade in my live account today or not? If I get the thing is I'm going to get on Top Step TV and somebody's going to start talking about something and I'm just going to like get a bug up my butt and I'm going to start trading it or something. Wouldn't that be a disaster? That would not be fun. So 375 is this level that we're watching here. 375 is kind of like the toppy area here. We've just gone vertical since the stream has started, basically vertical. Well, ever since that print too. Charles says, I never use X, but I joined the bid on Nick. Smart move. I don't use Twitter. Isn't it mostly spam? Sometimes. I mean, if you're following good people, there's some value in that, I think. Sleeping Panda says, Rips, you have to wear your Python shoes for good luck to smash the leaderboards. I don't know, maybe. It was a split decision. I should have ran just a poll on that picture, by the way, between high tops and low tops. I got a lot of messages. People, by the way, they loved the conversation where I said, have you lost your mind, to that person who was asking me to trade their accounts for them. That was a big hit. I got like hundreds of replies to that one. Are you in a trade? So right above total net profit, it says flat, and that is my current position. So the answer is no. Laugh so hard. Yeah, I mean, I was laughing too when the dude was asking me. I was beside myself. I couldn't even believe it. What's the difference of having that money in the live TopStep account rather than withdraw that money and allocate it in a personal live account with a personal broker? Literally nothing other than the fact that if I did it in a live account, my own brokerage account, right? I'm a public figure here. I already get enough flack as it is. Rebs, you only trade combines. You only do this. You only do that. I'm not even kidding. There was somebody who commented yesterday when I posted, like, I made it on the TopStep, yesterday's best, live traders, that leaderboard. Somebody literally commented. They're like, are these are the free fake combines. This guy's a scam. Now imagine if I'm doing this on a live account, like with my own brokerage. Okay, well, you need to upload brokerage statements. I upload them. Oh, those are Photoshop. You need to get this audited. Okay, I get it audited. That's Photoshop. That's a scam. What's easier? Look at TopStep's leaderboard. And still, there are people out there that still think that is a scam in some way, shape, or form. But it's more so that. And I just don't, I don't really, if I'm trying to get on a leaderboard, I'd much rather do it in a transparent realm where there's a fact checker, so to speak, right? There's a fact checker. Ribs, do you trade similar patterns on live, similar to combine trading on stream? Of course. This is the way I trade. This is what I do. Love your personal stories. Screw the trolls. It's great to see real conversations. That's what we're here for in the mornings. We take some trades. We shoot the breeze. We have some fun. Do you get the 60-40 tax split in the live account? You do not. You do not. You get the 90-10 split. 90% for you, 10% for the big guy. Purple Tag says, who cares? Just tell us what you're looking for next. Well, you know what I'm looking for, Purple G Tag. I'm looking, again, for your mom to come over like she did last night to perform the same service that she did in my suite. So if you could let her know that I'm looking for her, I would appreciate it. People do that, blow every account they have. That's amazing. See you later, folks. Stay safe during FOMC. Oh, we will, baby. We will. How many accounts do you have copy traded? Just enough to feel right. Just enough to feel right. All I know is I made money with you from my bed in ICU. I told the doctors to hold on, and I have 650 on the line. Oh, it's amazing. That's amazing. Bouncing off of 51. Yeah, I mean, it is. It's kind of kerfuffling up here. It is. Baking cookies. I love it when she makes cookies. Me too. I hope. Okay. I mean, that might have been a little bit much. You see if there's any large orders above 352. I mean, of course there are. There's always going to be liquidity, but it's not. We're not going to know until we interact with it, right? We're just not going to know. Hey, Rips, does the XFA have the same risk management rules as the combine, or is there a difference? Same. So if you're in a 50K combine and you get moved to an XFA, it's going to have the same rules as the 50K XFA, or as the same 50K combine. How'd you do in poker yesterday, Rips? Oh, it was amazing. I bought in for originally bought in for 3, added on for 2 more, and then switched tables, added on for 1 more. So overall, I was in for 6, cashed out with about 20. Yeah, that sounds about right. In for 6, out for 20. So it was a really good session, and I only played for about 3 hours, which was great. It was good stuff. Played 20-40, no limit. It's a good game. It started to get really, really good, but it's getting late. I stream early here, as you know. Right now, it's 5 o'clock, 5:54 in the morning. And so, yeah, I got to be here. I got to stream, so I can't play all night long. But it was really, really good. It was crazy, though. So I finished my session and picking up my checks, get my rack, putting all my chips in my rack, and walked away from the poker table, walk over to the cage, and walked up over to the cashier and, put my chips out on the table. 3.5 to 1 risk reward. Pretty much, right? Yeah, not too shabby. Anyway, I do my, I get all my chips and give them to the cashier and everything. Can't stay long, but play 3 hours. Yeah, I mean, 3 hours is not a long poker session. You poker players out there, that you know what I'm talking about. It's not that long of a session. 3 hours is not that long of a session. So anyway, I was getting all my chips out. And it was weird because I'm at the cashier. I started to smell something. I was like, what is that? Like, smelled like really awful. Like, smelled like hot garbage. I was like, what? And I noticed there's like some rustling behind me. Like, they have these folks at the Wynn in these jackets, these security guards, and I noticed some rustling behind me. And I smell like just hot garbage. It's just like crazy. I turn around as I'm cashing out, and there's this person behind me in like tattered clothes, and they just reek of like just human refuge. And like they've got all mangled teeth and everything. And like security's coming up to them, and they look at me and they go, hey Rips, what's your P&L? And they get tackled by the security guard, and they go, sorry, sometimes some fucking idiots get caught up in here. Sorry about that. Sometimes we get some human garbage in here. It's crazy. I can't, even at the cashier cage, I can't shake them off. They're following me to the cashier cage. It's insane. Crazy. Thankfully, the security guards tackled them and they took them out. Took them out of the building. My God, they smell. It's disgusting. Anyway, we are still pushing up at 350 here. We're still pushing up. Passed your first 50K combine yesterday. What's up, Darren? Do they know why they stopped doing the quiz on Top Stuff TV? I think MP had enough. They had enough. I think MP was like really sick and tired of that whole thing there. That's funny, Ferrari Phil. That's funny. Can't even shake him at the cashier cage. Little gremlins. Little gremlins coming around. So we are 2 minutes, a minute and a half from the top of the hour here. We are going to see whether or not we're going to get some 9 a.m. liquidity turning on. Hindsight Capital morning prep. This was a dirty move gap up, but was wildly predictable. With the market only caring about buying puts the day before FMC, only to get ripped to the north side. I love it, Nick Furtick. All right, Rips, we all know your main gig is writing novels. Now what's the bad thing? All right, so let's do some polls here. Let's do some giveaways. I'm going to start the giveaways at 800 likes today. We do 800 likes for start giveaways, some free Top Step combines, because why not? It's the final day of July. Let's blow a few out here. Hey, Rips, how do you behave when you have 4 to 5 sessions in which you are in the red and risk burning your XFA account? Take a break, Luca. Take a break. Take a break. Always solves most issues in trading is if you take a break. If you take a break from trading, you will be shocked at how good you feel afterwards. 20 seconds, by the way, until the top of the hour here. I'm going to switch over to Bookmap so we can see this. Thank you, Phil. It was a good trade, right? Not too bad. Good stuff. I just requested 2 of my first payouts from 2 different XFAs. Nice, Mr. Bugs. Now to use my profits to pay for the 3 I have sitting on ice. Going to reinvest in yourself. Push. Love it. Okay, there's your 9 a.m. push liquidity. Speaking of push, 25 points away from Boomtown, which is up at 375. Okay. Look at that. There are some people that are selling that, though. Some people want to get out. Still the same deal, though. Nobody's really... I mean, I feel like we want to tag 55.75 in the S&Ps. Because we are just... I mean, we're lofty up here. And we really have to see the tape change. And we really have to see people wanting to short this. But I don't know if anybody's bold enough to short this early. Hey, Rips, you should rate people's accounts using the new Top Step Performance Stats link. Sure, I'm down. Could do that when we have less going on. Maybe we'll do that next week. Good suggestion there, Lucas. Hello, Rips. How young you are. I just turned 17. When was that? About 17. I turned 16 weeks ago. Yeah, just about. 19,600, 5590. Oh, 5590. You know, I kind of like that, Nick. 5590. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Little bottom edge of that. But what if we break through 5590? Ooh, give me some rope here. And then we go to 5625. Ooh, doggy. Can you imagine? 5625, Nick, for a tick? Wouldn't that be fun? That would be a fun off the lows rally right there. You know, look, a day over 16 when air horn. Well, air horn's got, I mean, we're far away from air horn territory. That's all the way up at 57.25, isn't it? Isn't that air horn territory? If I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Yeah, that's air horn territory up there. $55.90, gateway to air horns, the stairway to air horns. I think after 55.90, we're for sure heading towards 55.91. How to stop trading after hitting the personal daily max loss limit. I mean, it should be automatic, shouldn't it? If you have top sub X, you can have it automatically lock you out. That's what I would do. Ribs, remember, idiots critique and only genius create. We value and appreciate what your morning show. I appreciate you, Paul. I have fun doing this. That's why I show up every single day. I have a really good time doing this. I do enjoy actually doing this, believe it or not. Don't be fooled. I really do enjoy this. We got 500 likes, by the way. We get up to 800, we'll do a free Top Step comment. Let's run a poll, though, since we got up to 500. On FOMC day today. Today, will the NQ close above or below, let's say 19,375, because that's a big one. Above, below. All right, here we go. Vote away. And I gave an answer that if you're feeling like a 13-year-old teenage spoiled brat, I don't know, you can pick that as your answer. Full ported my combine on crude only to hit maximum loss limit and then drop to target. Yeah, that's the thing about full porting is that you got to be right there and then. And if you're not, you get schmacked in the face. You're a natural for this thing. It takes a very special kind of personality and flow to keep this interested. Thank you. That's nice. We have some nice people in chat today. We have some very nice folks in here. If I ever make fun of you in chat, it's all in good fun. Like whoever that was that I ripped on your mom. I was just kidding. She didn't really come over. That was 2 nights ago. Ribs, how did you overcome tilt? Well, you know, it was a long process. It took me, I'm not even kidding, like 2 to 3 years to get through tilt. It really did. 2 to 3 years to get through tilt. It was crazy. And I was really, really bad with tilt. And I would lie to myself about, oh, I'm not on tilt. And then before you know it, you're just like, add. And when you're trading your own personal account, there's no broker limits or anything like that outside of like what your actual capital is. And when you got a lot of capital in your accounts, you can do a lot of damage. And yeah, you know, it's very difficult to manage tilt when you don't have a risk manager watching over you, when you don't have risk parameters in place like you have a Top Step. You know, I hate to say it, but this is why Top Step is a beautiful thing. A lot of people are always like, oh, I got stopped out and it hit me on my maximum loss limit. Let's just say you have like an XFA and your balance is like 10 grand. You take a trade and you hit $3,000 loss, and then it does exactly what you thought it was going to do. And if you would have just had $500 more worth of risk, yeah, you could have made your best trade of your career or whatever the case, right? Just using a weird example or whatever. But people will look at that and they'll say, oh, this is horrible. If I didn't have this risk management, I could have the best trade of my career. But the reality is that if you don't have those risk parameters, I mean, you're probably taking it a little bit too hot and heavy. you're probably pushing the gas a little bit too hard, and you don't have to. I mean, instead, you could be taking it slow, steady. You don't have to be doing anything crazy. You don't have to full port. Nobody's going to tell you to. Think about it. If your max loss on a 1 in 50K is $3,000, one contract can get you 150 points of risk. And you're going to sit here and tell me that 150 points of risk isn't enough for you? I'm sorry, what? You can't trade with 150 points of risk in a day? Huh? And if you're trading on the micros, and I'm just talking about the NQ, you can't handle 1,500 points of risk? The market doesn't move 1,500 points in a day. Come on. So it really comes down to your sizing. Trader Page, another one back. Whoa! Trader Page coming back with a vengeance. How long have you been back since you were on vacation for a hot minute there? You were on a hot minute there. Crazy. Wow, we were pushing right back up there. How much is Clubhouse? $7. There's a link. Month or so, but buried in outside work. Well, happy to have you back here, Paige. You're killing it. I've been seeing some good things out of your side of the fence. All done with my discounted combines. Nice. Good job. Give it up. Let's go.
That's what we call a sack lunch.
Sack lunch that thing. We're going to start calling it Crusher Page. There you go. I love that. Ribs, how does the top step discount code work? Is it for all size combines? Is it new traders only? Well, the 60% off is for everybody. It's $49.99 or $149. That is considered the 60% discount. But if it's your very first time ever buying, you get an additional 20% off. I am working with the Top Step team to get an additional discount, but it's taken a little bit longer than we thought. There's some moving pieces to it. So hopefully in the next few weeks, if you're patient, we'll have another discount coupon code. Maybe next couple months. I don't want to say couple weeks. Wow, we are driving here. Holy smokes, we're driving. How do you scale into trades? Like, when do you consider adding and where do you add within the trade? Depends. Pullbacks or, and pullbacks go both ways. If you're shorting, a pullback is a pop. If you're long, a pullback is down. But let's just say we're long here. If I'm seeing that we're not going to pull back into this area of liquidity, I'm going to look for slight pullbacks and add into that, or continuation of break out of this level if we see that we have strength above. It's, there's no one size fits all answer for that question. It's dependent on what the tape is showing me, what level we're at and where we're going. Like right now, we're running into that 375 level. It's probably going to be a dangerous area to add. Like if you're trying to add above 370 on a push up, it's probably not a good idea because it's dangerous. Even though we could blow out 375, it's just not as clean as adding down here where we were taking our original trade. I'm up 1,400 on my long demo trading. We'll be getting a combine soon. Nice there, Nor. No discounts. MP needs to keep luxury vacation. Nobody's forcing anybody to use Top Step, by the way. If you don't like Top Step, do not use them. Nobody's forcing anybody to use Top Step. But if you want to trade props, I think that Top Step has the best rules. The cleanest, most fair rules, period. But again, I don't understand the people who are like, Top Step is a scam. Well, don't use them. Somebody kidnapped you and forced you to use Top Step or something? I think at this point in my journey in the Twitterverse, I'm supposed to screenshot my calls for today that are in the money and then start a Substack, right? Yes. That is the keys to the kingdom, my friend. And then talk about how you were right all along and you knew it months ago. You knew, you actually positioned yourself in these trades, even though you couldn't buy the contracts months ago, but you positioned yourself mentally. And you knew it. And everybody else is a fool. I knew it this entire time. 2 FOMCs ago, I knew today, July 31st, would be as such. Nick for a tick out. Bam. Just like that. What is that 537 level up there? Well, let's go into the Wayback Machine here. Where do we find it? It's going to be right here. Look at this. This kerfuffleation right here. There's 537. Beep, boop. Right there. These are all technical sounds, by the way. All traders know them. Pro traders. This is a and a right there. 537. This was back on June 11th that we were meandering in there. Been making $500 to $700 a day in XFA, up $2,300. Should I take the first payout before August 1st because the rules are changing? Well, I don't know that the XFA rules are changing. It's only the Combine rules that are changing. As far as I know, unless I missed something, I didn't hear about any XFA rule changes. But I don't know what your financial situation is there, Angelo. If it's your very first payout, yes, take a payout. Payout bonus. Oh, yeah. That whole thing. I forgot about that. You're right. Oh, I got a case of the stupids this morning. Yes, you're right. My bad. I forgot about that one. Yeah, it's up to you. Depends on what you paid for your XFA. If you paid $4.50, who cares? Right? Who cares? But if you paid $149 and you really want that $149 refunded to your credit card, yeah, take a payout. If it's your very first payout, take a payout. There's no question. That's the question that's easiest for me to answer. If it's your very first payout, yes, take a payout. 100% take a payout. What are the rules changing in the combines? Banked resets. So if your account is not blown on your rebill date, it will rebill your account for the monthly cost of the combine. It will not reset anything. Your balance will remain exactly where it's at, but you get a free reset in the bank if you need to use it. $19. Yeah, if you paid $19, then I mean, who cares, right? Don't really need. You don't really need $19 on your credit card. What's $149 when you've been turning over $500 a day? Yeah. I mean, again, it's your personal financial situation. It's really up to you. Who cares, right? Frank, it starts August 1st, tomorrow. By the way, final day of July, folks. Make it count today. I don't know what I'm up in my live account for the month, but I want to check at the end of the month. Stop thinking about it because I'm going to trade it today. I need to not trade that account. Somebody's got to keep me honest on Top Step TV. Be like, Rips, you're not trading your live account, right? I'll be like, oh, well, about that. I hit max loss on it. Payday for me out of the live. Nice. Nick for a tick. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll take a withdrawal from my live account. I don't know. Take like a 10 stacker. Rips, you ever pay bomb pops when you guys doing the home cash games? We do bomb pots. We were doing time flop yesterday, but we do bomb pots, like $80 bomb pots, which are fun. $19 is a Chick-fil-A meal nowadays. I'd want it. There you go. Is that what they charge for Chick-fil-A nowadays? Just got approved for my third payout on 5 XFAs. Let's go, A-Trades. Yo. Head over to Top Step TV for the open. Have a great day trading, Rips. You the man. Thank you, BA Views. Remember, if we get to 800 likes, we are going to do a free Top Step Combine giveaway. 800 likes is the hot ticket. News coming out here in 30 minutes. 30 minutes, we get the Chicago PMI. Pending home sales out of 10. Hey, man, I have a couple of Top Step accounts. I want to take advantage of the discount, but the link is somehow not working. Can you help me, please? Like I said, it's $49.99 or $149. That is the discount. That is the 60% because it was originally $375 for those accounts. So $375 minus 60% brings us down to $149. There you go. Can you copy trade XFAs? Yes. Up to 5 of them. There's no payout. Stay on the climb the leaderboard. Even if you take payouts, you can still climb the leaderboard. I think. I'm pretty sure of that. Even if you take payouts, it doesn't remove that from the leaderboard. I think. I don't know. End of the month rip 401k buying could be. It's really dependent on what Jerome Powell says. The thing about FOMC is that even if you're spot on with the move, it's not going to be without a crazy kerfuffleation first, right? Even if the market's going to end 700 points higher, you're going to have to barrel down 200 points to get there first. Usually. I mean, that's just FOMC 101 right there. Rips, you motivate me to go live on YouTube. I'm going to start doing it in a month from now. I don't know. Good luck. It's fun sometimes. Sometimes it's more fun. Altogether, though, it's fun. It's a good time. Dakota scalping yesterday was pretty amazing. It was inspiring to see. He was in the ticket, on fire. Active live account balance plus payouts to the account as long as it's active. That's why Dakota is not on the leaderboard anymore, I think. That makes sense. Shows payout, profit and payout now. Got it. That makes sense. Where was Dakota scalping? If you watched yesterday's Top Step TV broadcast, where I was telling MP to long the live account when the market was going straight down. Sage advice from me, by the way. Only cost him 12 grand. That advice today will cost you $12,000, my friend. Long this market. It's going straight down. Follow me for more advice. What is happening with the first payout bonus? It's going away. They're taking it away. But they're adding the free banked reset thing, which is cool. I think that's cool. To go to hit max loss in live yesterday. Oh, I mean, it's not easy. That sucks. At least they're transparent about it, you know. That sucks. Passed my first combine last night. Give it up for Patty V in the building. What's up, Patty V? Welcome. I haven't seen you around. Congrats on passing your first combine. That's a great accomplishment. From your experience of Celsius break intermittent fasting, everybody's different. For me, it does not. I start my day about 45 minutes after I wake up with a nice hot cup of black coffee. No sweeteners, not even like Splenda, nothing. And finish that, and then I move on to Celsius. For me, Celsius doesn't break my fast, but some people are very sensitive and it will spike their blood sugar. So you're going to know if you're in tune with your body. I've been fasting for a long time. There's like a little taste that you have in your mouth when you're fasting, when you're in ketosis. You can kind of sense it. Does not break my fast. I'm lucky, I guess. Rips, I got that today finishes the first payout bonus, but the other thing I don't get, what was it? The banked resets start tomorrow. So again, if you're in a combine and your combine is at like, $49,800, it's not blown, you get a free reset. It'll automatically reset your account. It will automatically add a free reset to your account that you can use at a later time. Have you gained weight since moving to Vegas, eating all that fancy food? No, actually the opposite. I have trimmed down from when I moved here, I was about 14% body fat, and now I'm down to between 10 and 12. 10 is very elusive. I'm at like, the lowest I got was like 10.7, I think, 10.5. But no, quite the opposite. You get one body, got to take care of it. Fasting is the best. I don't eat till 2, 3. Yeah, so I had one meal yesterday. Wazuzu. Delicious. Not very healthy, but still delicious. But one meal yesterday. And I'm not hungry. It's because you're fasting. How long do I fast? Sometimes 22.2, sometimes 18.6. Depends on the day. Depends on how I'm feeling. Depends on if I went crazy on calories the day before, night before, whatever. Depends. Fasting's easy, though. 800 likes will do a giveaway. You know the drill. What's the best time to eat for 18.6 fasting period? Noon. Start at noon. Last meal before 6. Don't even think about having a bite of food at 6. You got to be all done with eating before 6. That's the easiest one to do. 18.6. It's like, when I think about it, it's such a long window. I rarely do 18.6 now that I think about it. I'm more of like a 20 and 4. 6 hours of eating is plenty. First meal at noon, you could have lunch, breakfast at noon, lunch at 2, dinner at 4. There you go. Simple. And it's like, well, I'm not hungry. That's too fast to be eating. Okay, well, then have breakfast at noon and then dinner at 4. Wow, look at that. Now you've lowered your caloric intake by a whole meal. Amazing. Amazing how that trick works. Oh, I feel like garbage. Well, give it a week. After that week, all of a sudden brain fog goes away, energy levels start to peak, your body gets in a high metabolic state, starts burning a lot of fat. There's the hacks, baby. 6-pack year round. Easy peasy. You have cravings when you have a losing day? Not really. What do you mean cravings? Only for crack rock. I mean, when I lose, I got to hit the pipe. Smoke some good crack. Get high as a kite, baby. What kind of cravings are we talking about? On a losing day? I mean, do you watch your protein intake? Yeah, I have everything kind of measured out. I use a meal prep service out here. Everything's measured out. High protein, low carb. And again, you get one body, you got to take care of it. And it feels good to eat good. It feels good to take care of your body. It feels good to work out. It really, I mean, it's all like, I don't know why there's a stigma around it. Like, oh, it's so difficult. It's so hard. It's really not. And once you get in the groove and you have discipline, that discipline carries over to all areas and aspects of your life. It's really not that difficult. It's really not that hard to do. You start doing it, you start to feel really good. And like you get addicted to the good feelings of it. You get the natural endorphins when you're working out, and it's awesome. Look great, feel great. I don't drink any alcohol. That has a lot to do with it. I haven't drank alcohol in a very, very long time. I don't miss it at all. It just feels good to take care of yourself. You have a cheat day? Yeah, on the weekends. If you're looking at my IG stories, you see I eat like a crazy person on the weekends. Beer count? I mean, most beers ever. I mean, I could drink like a fish. I was really good at it. I was very good at it. Have you tried carnivore? Of course. Carnivore diet's great. It's very good. But high protein, low carb, I mean, it's essentially the same thing. I eat a lot of meat. Ribs, I like your cut, G. Who's your barber? What is his name? Ahmet. He's a Turkish dude. Does the whole treatment. He's amazing. Found him out here. Dude is awesome. Cracks my neck and everything. Cracks my neck, does the back massage. He burns all like my neck hair off with the flame and everything. It's crazy. He's like a traditional Turkish barber. He's insane. Dude's awesome. Gets me all nice and clean. Those meals look good on you. They were good. I mean, it's good stuff. We are 95 likes away. $500 haircut. Yeah, right. What is he giving me? 80% off or something? $500. How? That's so cheap. What's your golf handicap? Wheelchair. I'm the worst golfer you're ever going to meet. I literally, I hit about a 72 on the front nine. Usually. I'm the worst. If you want to feel good about your golf game, just invite me to go golfing with you. I'll get bored by the third hole. I'm not going to touch that one. But it's not that fun for me. It's really not. I don't have a good time when I'm golfing. If I used to, or if I still drank like I used to, then yeah, golf would still be fun. Does your barber give out fire drills? Yeah, all the time. It's amazing. Your mind is too fast probably for golf. I mean, I'm not big on like relaxing stuff. I like to be active and doing things. We are 5 minutes from the open. This is the 5-minute injection here. Crazy. Was just going to say need to drink when you're golfing. Yeah, I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand, doesn't it? 55 more likes and we'll do a giveaway here. Do you kiss your barber on their forehead after a cut, or is it just me? I don't do that one. Born Thor says, Ribs, love the way you trade. Found you on Tops Up TV and glad found your stream. Thanks for being here, buddy. I mean, I can drive the ball strong. My short game, when I focus on golf, I mean, I was decent at it. I've had multiple instructors throughout the years, but I don't know. There's certain things that you like to do. I don't like to do that. I don't like to play golf. I love to play tennis. I love, love, love tennis. You need to introduce Dakota. Be nice. That's mean. It's not his fault. Can't help it that he went to Stevie Wonder. That's not his fault. He didn't know. Maybe the sunglasses were a little bit of a hint, but he was just like, man, this guy's good at piano. He could probably cut hair. You get your nose hairs waxed? No, he does the shaver in there. He doesn't burn them off. He does the electric razor in there. Oh dear. We are just chopping sideways here for the last, 15 minutes or so. We do have the market opening here in 3 minutes. Can we get to 800 likes? If we can't do it, folks, you know the drill. Got to cut it early if we can't get there. I shave your head. I mean, I don't know. What would predicate that? I feel like I'm lucky at this age to have hair. I feel like a lot of people my age don't have hair. So I'm happy with hair. 29 more likes. Can we get there in the next? I'm going to give you a minute and a half because I want to get over for the open and MC. I'm not attacking bald people. I'm just saying, why would I shave my head if I got blessed in the genetic lottery of having hair? Yeah, bald at 17. Haven't you seen some Zoomers out there? They get those perms. Oh my gosh. By the way, those Zoomers who are getting those perms, holy smokes. They're not going to have any hair by the time they're 20. Oh my gosh, we did it. You folks actually did it. We're going to give away free Top Step Combine here after the open. So let's trade the open here in 2.5 minutes. Give it time, it will be gone. I think I'm past that threshold. I may look like a young man. Travis Bickle in the building. What's up, buddy? Is that a taxi driver in your, that Bobby De Niro? Boy, that guy. Also, a lot of respect for him. What a dweeb that guy became. Oh, yeah, it's you? Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. We're going to start calling you Bobby. My son told the hairdresser when he was about 5 that he wanted a haircut like mine, one with a hole in the back. That's mean. Kids will say the darndest things, won't they? Yeah, it sucks because, like, you know, a lot of like musical artists and like actors, it's like tough to watch films and listen to music now because of certain things that people have said. Like, I used to love the movie Casino, and now it's like hard for me to watch because that dude's a doofus. Like, bro, what's wrong with you? He wears like 8-inch platform shoes. It's a friggin' weirdo. You're a strange little midget man. What's wrong with you, bro? I used to love the movie Casino. Now it's not the same to me. Sucks. Because I loved it. One of my favorite movies. Now it's like, dude, this guy's a dweeb. Yeah. Sucks. I wish actors would just keep their lives private. We didn't have to know anything because then I could still enjoy the films. Does he actually break a rib in Casino? I mean, is that where they're hitting him with the bat, with the rubber bats? When does he actually break a rib? See, here we go. Open's open. I'm not going to trade this just yet, but I do want to watch this. Let's get over to our trading screen. Holy smokes. We are right around 375. Are we rejecting above that? The Magnificent 7 come back down. Today's going to be a very choppy day, folks. Remember that. Very, very choppy session today. Evil genius. You know, I had that. They're talking about that rumor, like Marilyn Manson. That was like never even true, right? Like somehow, some way that was like schoolyard lore. I heard Marilyn Manson took out his rib. So weird. All right, let's see if we auction back above 375. They're probably just going to rinse. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the restroom right now so I don't get hit in this chop. That's the smart move to do. And then I'll be back. We'll see if we trade this and then possibly do a giveaway. Well, we'll definitely do a giveaway, but I'll be right back with you. And we're back. Look at this market coming on down. I mean, that looks like a nice rejection off of 375. I didn't take it, of course. But did anybody out there catch the short? Did anybody catch that 375 rejection? Because, I mean, that thing auctioned almost all the way to 390. What was the high there? 390 and a half. Wow. We're coming back down, but the Mag 7 says we're not, which is weird. No confluence. Welcome to FOMC day today. Got in at 366. Nice. Ooh, beautiful trade there. Ferrari Phil caught it. Nice. No trust on FOMC days. I think you're in right headspace there. I'm going to grab a Blue Mountain. I'll be right back. See, that was quick. Nah, that probably doesn't sound very good, but. Oh, yeah. You're going to win all your trades today. You're going to win every trade. So much for ASMR. Oh, I am going to be on Top Step TV today for FOMC. That's not until 2 p.m. Let me just see when I'm actually on. Let me check the old schedule here. Swing calls from yesterday. There was down 100%. I appreciate you, my boy. Nice, Yacht Flyer. Nice job. And Discord, of course. Always live in here. Let's see what my schedule is today. I hope they don't need me right now. Okay, yeah. I'm on 1 p.m. Central. Wait, what is that? That's 2 p.m. Carry the one. Is that? Yeah, 2 p.m. EST. Is that? Okay. I mean, I'm just making sure that's before the announcement, right? That's going to be right at the announcement. I want to come on before. Whatever. I'll be in Discord doing the drop of the announcement. So. Nice, Davey. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Okay, so we're down to 316 here. Still got my levels up, right? No, here we go. 316. And we are kind of bouncing from there, so let's see what happens. Yeah, Power Hour. I'm on at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, which is going to be right when he drops the hammer. So hopefully I'll come on a little bit before. I'm going to be in the green room 10 minutes before, so we'll see. Maverick just passed their second 50K combine. Let's go, Mav. Nice job. Watch out for yesterday's high 319. Yes, indeed. That's where we rejected from right now. Good old 350 rejection here. I might be looking to the short side here since we rejected 350s, but let's see. Don't want to get too crazy, but it does look like we are. The Mag 7 is just kind of a little bit dumpy right now. Let's see if we get a nice little pop back up at all. A little bit higher. Let's see. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Right there. Okay, hold on. Wait for it. Why is it not showing? Hold on. There we go. Trying the short. Want to see this back under 50s. With a little bit of strength. Can we get below 50 is the question. Come on down. A little bit of hesitation here. Apple's super strong here. I don't like that we're not getting confluence in the Mag 7. Google's bouncing the VWAP there. All right. Oh, come on. Come on with the... All right, I got to just use my close position button there. That is so annoying. I thought I used my aggressive close order button, but... Oh, it's super annoying. That is so dang annoying. Got my finger on close position here now. That is so freaking annoying. Do you see how, like, it's sliced right through my order there? Oh, it's so annoying. Washy waffling. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, it's so frustrating. I need to memorize the thumb positioning on these things. Okay, adding. Oh, come on. Right there, the point of control at 45. Give me that little flush. Right down to it. A little bit more. Oh, you little bugger. You little bugger. It's really not going to do it, is it? This is so frustrating. It's really not going to do it. 45 sweep and I'm out. Just do it. Right there. All right. Got it out. Get out of my life. 14,000. There we go. Whatever. Yeah, that chop can go fucking suck my b****s. I don't like it. And it cheated me too, because I had my order out. And it literally like went right there. You saw that, right? It sliced through my order. They cheated me. It's a scam. Total scam. I just wanted under 45 and I was going to get out of there because they're not letting that thing go. Apple's to the moon, Amazon to the moon, Nvidia to the moon. Like what I said, like we don't have confluence in the Mag 7 right now. Apple was going straight up. Google's starting to revert. Well, no, not anymore, but Microsoft and Google were starting to reverse. I saw it, flipped you off as it drove by. And I was like, yeah. Oh, this open sucks. I tried to dance with it. It almost just gave me the old punch. But what are you going to do? Still holding these two MNQs. That's the beauty of trading the micros is that you can actually hold on for dear life. Which, by the way, is what HODL means. Hold on for dear life. Look at this thing go. Oh, my good God. Oh, my Lord. Oh, Mag 7's getting perky. Can we get a little break? Oh, that's the wrong stream deck. Got the wrong stream deck in my lap. Oh, look at this squeeze. I should have... Do I have a reverse button on here? Cargo, we need a reverse button on here. I need a reverse button, buddy. I'm sure I could hotkey it, right? I need a reverse button. I would have used it there. Yeah, new highs. There you go. Time for a giveaway? Oh, yeah, we're going to do one. I just want to see if I can get a couple more pieces out of this market here. Since this thing is just scooting. No pullbacks, really? Okay. Throw me 400s and I'll get there. Give me those 400s. I dare you. There you go. Atta girl. Okay, let's see. Hold 400s without sweeping back down too heavily. Adding. Oh, yeah. Yes. Those are the goods. And we're out. Okay, sweet. There we go. 17,000. Yeah. Show me potato salad. There it is. 400s on the ticket. Temporarily deactivated. Personal daily. Yo, Acumen. Personal daily profit target. Nice job. Yeah. Working hotkeys like you're trading penny stocks. Yeah, I mean that's the move. It's those small caps. NQ is just one big small cap that's lost its marbles. Done for the day. Phil on the day. Trading micros. It can be done, folks. Nice, Sammy. That's my guy right there. Oh man, this is making me want to trade my life. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you tempting me, you dirty siren? Oh man, it's really making me want to trade my live account. Ah, don't do it, Rips. Don't do it. Ah, don't do it. Davey says I'll quit MC if you trade. All right, fine. No live account. We're not going to trade the live account. It's so tempting. It's a friggin' temptress up here. Bradley, I'm with you on this one. All right, fine. We'll do a giveaway. I'd want to minimize Bookmap because it's like, I want to hit this. Don't revisit the decisions you already made. I love that. That's nice. All right, here we go. Nightbot loading up. Do a giveaway here. We got 827 likes. Let's do this. Giveaways. Keyword. Channel member luck. 10x. Here we go. This is a keyword that reminds me of that mystical song. Danger! Danger! Get on the flow! All right, FOMC danger right there. FOMC danger is the keyword. Oh, we got to finish the poll here. FOMC danger. This is for a free Top Step Combine. Enter now or for hold your pieces. For hold your pieces? Is that a saying? No, that's not a saying. Come on, 10x luck. Rub off on my personal life. I know. You're right. I should literally text Mick and be like, dude, lock me out of my live account. I feel weak. I want to trade it so bad. Like, I feel like I could just get like a nice little cushion going, build like a 8K, 10K cushion, and then just like go Hambone Jones on the FOMC print. Oh man, did anybody catch this short, by the way? Oh my goodness. Did anybody catch this short? Holy jeez. This is 70 handles straight down. What in the, what? It only took, I know, it only just touched it perfectly. I know. Why do you think I closed it up there? See, the YouTube stream, they can't see that chart. I can only see that chart, and only you guys can see that chart. I wanted to short it so bad in my live account. God. You know, it only would have been about $8,000, so who cares? God. Fuck. Ribs trade the live when you're in the pocket. It's time to take advantage. No. You know what, though? It's FOMC day. I can't do it. I got to prove to myself that I got self-control here. I know. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. By the way, Chicago PMI just came out. 45.3 versus 45.0. Nothing burger. This market, okay. This market is a good scalper's market in my opinion. I don't think you're going to get any follow through. I think that you should be playing the extremities of the bands of liquidity here. We are literally bouncing between MC levels. You MC folks see this? We are literally ping-ponging between MC levels. This is such a sick setup. Oh my God. I'm going to text Mick right now. Like, dude, lock me out. Or should I? Maybe I could trade it just like a little bit. You know, just like a little, like a taster. Just like an amuse-bouche of a trade, you know? Like just like an amuse-bouche. Like a spoonful of soup with a little creme fraiche on top. Just, you know? Julius, come on. I want to do it so bad. It's literally ping-ponging between our levels. Like, this is so easy. All right. We're gonna take this conversation offline. This is too much for YouTube. All right. Here we go, folks. FOMC dangerous keyword in 5. Oh, by the way, you have to be following me on Instagram right here. At Selling Rips. On Instagram, on X, Twitter, whatever. All right. Here we go, folks. If you don't follow me, do it now. And if you're not going to follow me, you're not going to win. All right. Here we go, folks. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Boop. Techo. New friend in here. Just go ahead and type in the chat. What is your username on Instagram or on Twitter? Go ahead. You have a minute to claim starting now. Just type in, without the @ symbol, please. What is your Twitter username? What is your Instagram username? I'm going to check and see if you're following me. If you are, I'm going to message you, congratulate you, and get your information so I can send it over to Top Step. They're going to send you a coupon. Beep, boop, beep, bop. Bingo, bango. Hey, look at Lucky SMC. All right, let's see. Lucky SMC. Checking on Twitter first. Hey, look at that. You follow me, Techo. Let's go. My man or woman. All right. This is me messaging you. And your flight is now confirmed. All right. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me here on YouTube. We're going to be back here on Top Step TV a little bit later. Join me there on Top Step's YouTube channel, youtube.com/TopStep. Very easy to find me there. And if you miss it, I'll see you here tomorrow for, wow, it's our Thursday. Whoa, Thursday. Thirsty Thursday, Jobless Claims Thursday. It's going to be a hoot. I'll see you there, or I'll see you today. Top Step TV. Either way, it's your world. We're just living in it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I'll see you, folks in MC. Don't go anywhere, but I'll see you bright and early tomorrow or later this afternoon. Take care.